Victims of sleep paralysis. What was your run-in with the sleep paralysis demon like? I get this on a regular basis. But mostly when I nap. Not when I go to sleep for the night. I have never experienced the demon. But the experience is terrifying. I can see everything, or at least it seems like I can, but I am unable to move. It feels like if I don't make every effort to move I will be stuck like that forever. I usually have to start by wiggling a toe. Or a finger. And then keep that momentum going until I fully wake. It takes an extreme amount of effort, and if I don't keep the effort constant, I have to start all over again. I've only experienced it 3 times, but my first time was the worst. I've never had any visual encounters, but when it happened the first time I was laying on my left side and started to feel that pressure on my chest. When I realized I was paralyzed and started panicking. Something whispered in my ear just coming in to say goodnight. That's when I felt like something was pushing me towards the edge of my bed. Terrifying shit. This is word for word what I experience 2-3 times a month. Except it's obviously feminine voice telling me, go back to sleep or good night, baby, and I can see her face and body. She's draped in black clothing that seems wet. Skeleton hands but a very soft, feminine, young face. Eyes like black holes. She's always sitting on my chest. I like to refer to her as bitch. When she leaves me alone I go flying through infinity. I've had 3 sleep paralysis events in my life. 1. I saw a cat-sized shadow creature at the base of my bed and it slowly crawled up onto my sheets and finally up to my chest. I felt uncomfortable. 2. Another time I saw a shadow man walking around my room, disappearing behind my open door. This was the scariest one I've had so far. 3. This one was the best. I saw a couple of surreal looking penguins walking around my bedroom. It was amusing and funny. I like the penguins one. Describe it more in detail if you please. To take the edge off this damn thread. It's just a feeling that something is there but not visible. I am paralyzed and get the sense that something is just out of sight. Maybe not the best description, but it is a really awful thing to experience. Sleep paralysis is, without a doubt, the scariest shit I have ever experienced and will likely ever experience. That feeling when you're convinced there's something standing over you while you're trying with every fiber of your being to move any muscle is truly terrifying. I remember waking up wailing incoherently the first time I experienced it. My girlfriend has this and it happens once every few months. She says she sees shadows walking around or crawling on the wall toward her. But she can't move or scream. But she knows I'm there and can even tell me what I was doing while she was laying there paralyzed. She can sometimes tell me what I was looking at or that I was petting the cat. It's creepy and scary. But there's no way of me knowing it's happening till after it's over. You know how sometimes when you're leaving a room and you turn the light off, you suddenly feel like you're being chased and you need to run the fig off? It's that feeling all over again on the running bit. Drenches you in cold sweat and sometimes a little urine too. I always go to the bathroom before bed though. Since I'm a natural lucid dreamer and do sometimes get stuck in a sleep paralysis. I used to have sleep paralysis up to 10 times a night. Most nights at one point. I would wake up with that familiar feeling of buzzing or vibrating in my head. I would see flashes of light. That sense of dread and pending doom scared the shit out of me. I would even hear what sounded like English being said backwards. And obviously, paralysis. Same. I absolutely cannot fall asleep on my back or sleep paralysis is pretty much inevitable. Side note. Have you ever woken up, gotten out of bed, started your day only to realize you're actually still stuck in your bed? I think it's called false awakening. Sometimes it repeats over and over until you actually wake up. That is the worst. Never realized this is what I had experienced until I started looking around here. Worst experience I had was with a devil-like creature. Red and black with huge teeth that sat on me. It felt like it was suffocating me. It just kept pushing on my chest and I was terrified. I couldn't move or scream. What made it really bad was after I got up, my husband woke up startled and told me something had been pressing on his chest trying to kill him. TLDR. Both me and my husband had sleep paralysis at same time with devil demons sitting on our chests. I used to have them as a teen and it would scare me shitless. But I started getting really mad and annoyed and just thought, you know what? FCK it. After that, the next time it happened I mustered all of willpower to shakily raise hand and give middle finger to darkness. Instantly went away and never had another. TLDR. Gave my sleep paralysis the middle finger. Edit. This post is written flippantly, but truthfully, I was very angry. Yet still very afraid. I figured if the demon was going to hurt me, then it might as well have gotten it over with. So bring it. I have only experienced this a few times, however the worst by far was for what seemed like hours. This thick F-king column of fire that spanned from my floor to my ceiling just at the side of my bed. Watching me. Came round eventually and felt like I was suffocating. There was a weeping angel in my room the other night. But I could not even lift a finger to save my life. It was the most horrific thing I've ever encountered. Did you blink?